human perspective.
Welcome to Unbiased and on the Fence. I'm Shane. Thank you so much for joining. Well, there's a lot going on. Like our buddy Carrie says, it's happening, right? So a few times this week, the term "waking the sleeping giant" has come up, and I'm sort of slow to catch on sometimes. But I was taken back to this doodle. I know you guys probably, those that's been around a while, you remember me working on this doodle for pretty much the whole time in 2020, some in 2021, and of course I completed it. But while I was working on it, I was just listening to music or podcast or whatever, and I would have little synchronistic things happen. So I called it the divine doodle, and so when I heard the term waking the sleeping giant a few times in the last week, I remembered the sleeping giant in this picture. Now, of course, at the time when I was actually doodling it, I was thinking more in lines of like Jack and the Beanstalk. Right here, you can see the beanstalk going up into the clouds, and here we have the sleeping giant. It's kind of hard to see, but here's a foot right here with 6 toes and another foot over here, and you see the Z's floating up. So the giant is asleep up here, but you can only see his feet and the fact that he's asleep with the Z's there. And then I drew this portal here because I wanted to create something that appeared to be moving, even though it's just a still image. And this works just if you print it out. I actually have this link below in the description area if you want to look around this image yourself. Just download it or print it out or just look at it on the screen or whatever. But there's a cool effect that I was trying to create with the lines and everything. And this was sort of my idea of a portal. And these, all of these faces around it are different emotions. So I was seeing it as like a portal with emotions. And I was thinking of the giant as being sort of, like the giant from the Jack and the Beanstalk story. And just so you know, this is me in the picture here. I thought this was maybe like the halls of a mentee, and you can see where this piece here extrudes out towards us. That's sort of where you jump into the drawing and walk across and climb up. So that's how I got in there, and I was thinking in terms of climbing up and getting up to this area. So I'm just drawing, doodling, having a good time, just being a kid at heart, really. And so what I wanted to show here is that this was actually done, this emotional wheel here, because this last year has been a real emotional roller coaster ride for a lot of us. I know I've dealt with more emotionally and as far as physical pain as well in this last year, probably than any other time in my life. And I've really learned a lot and grown a lot through it. And it's actually shown me how strong and how much I've grown. How much I've really been able to, keep my head in the game, so to speak. But as you see this sleeping giant here with his toes, this is something, while I'm drawing it, I just did what I thought was funny at the time. But you see this emotion here is about to bite the toe, and this one's kind of laughing at the fact that he's going to bite, and this one's kind of snickering. This one thinks his foot stinks. But anyway, yeah, you look around here and you got all this, sad and surprise and just content and, just all the different emotions on this wheel that is like a portal. So when I looked at that, I thought, oh, well, maybe this is because in the last week I've heard waking the sleeping giant as referring to, a great majority of the population, which I'll get into some wonderful clips if you haven't been watching, and so many people are unaware. There's so much going on, and it blows my mind that I know you guys probably remember. I guess it was towards the end of 2020. I had heard the revolution will not be televised, and I just didn't realize the just how true that was going to be and how much that was really going to apply, especially to right now. So the other thought I had is, when this giant wakes up, he's going to see the castle here. And you can look into the man in the high castle, but that sort of popped into my mind. if you're aware of Philip K. Dick, the author, who is probably one of the first people that kind of talk about Mandela effect type things happening. But so yeah, I just wanted to show this because this was another one of those things that showing how all of these various emotions are pulling us into this portal that's taking us somewhere better, to a higher plane. And it's just a catalyst to awaken the sleeping giant. And what do I mean by that? Well, this is on my Telegram channel, and I'll have some comments, some things I wish I would have known about Telegram before getting into it at the very end, and some settings that you can do. But there is, I won't say a lot about this, but on the screen here you'll see some footage of rallies, get-togethers all over the world. This is San Rafael, California, one of the only clips I see that's actually on local television. But there's a lot of cool stuff going on. So that's California. Here we have Austria. Look at this. People mobilizing there. I won't play all of these, but I want to give you a little taste. Here's Brussels, Belgium. Very cool. If you feel like you don't fit in this world, it's because you are here to help create a new one. Beautiful. Way to go, Brussels. Look at all these people. Amazing. All right, here we have India. I don't want to get any copyright, so I don't know about the music. Let me just keep it muted. Amazing. So there's this energy that is the world over right now. Here we have Sweden. Look at this. Incredible. So when you look beyond what caused these people to come together to realize the fact that they have come together for something like freedom and love, it really does encourage you quite a bit. So Sweden, we love you. Good job. Here we have Germany. Beautiful. Thank you, Angela, for sending that over. But this is what I was the most excited to show you about here. Canada, way to go. I mean, oh my gosh, you guys are making history up there. And
this is a huge, look at they go forever. This is by Atchison outside of Edmonton, heading to Calgary, January 23rd, 2022, convoy. More than trucks, lots of cars and trucks. Very impressive. Goes on forever.
Anyway, I got some music, better turn it down there. Full length is on the Telegram channel, UOTF, if you are on Telegram. It's so heartwarming. Listen to some of these callers here.
And just hang out with friends and family, go to the beach. I'm just gonna go have fun, truckers, and thank you all. Thank you, truckers.
Hi, my name is Gabriel. I'm from Manitoba. I'm turning 13 years old tomorrow, and I just wanted to say best birthday gift ever, having you guys fighting for us. I am so glad for you truckers. You rock.
Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Alberta, and I just want to say you guys are awesome. Keep on trucking.
Good night, truckers. Thank you. To Santa Canada, truckers.
I got a little guy here that wants to say something to the truckers.
Thank you, truckers. Hi, my name is Matt. I'm 6. Go truckers. Have a good night. God bless.
Hello, I'm Talia.
I'm 10 years old. I come from Manitoba. I just wanted to thank you guys for what you did. I'm praying for you. I love you guys. Hi.
Anyway, the full length is on the Telegram channel if you're on there, but it's just more of that. Let me play a little bit more here. With the music in the background, I'm not sure what's copyrighted material.
Love from Renfrew, Ontario. Go get 'em, boys and girls.
I'm Tim. I'm Tony.
It's Riley in Brooklyn, and we just wanted to say that we appreciate your loyalty for standing up for our freedom. To all you truckers out there, be safe. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow in a Big 10-4.
Big 10-4 rubber ducky.
We support you women for waking up Canada. Get rolling there, guys. Good work.
God bless all the truckers and everyone fighting for our freedoms. From our family, we love you all. Stay safe and stay strong. 10-4.
Whew. Do you feel that? Let's see this.
Hey guys, trying to keep it together here. It's emotional. It's Chris from Police on Guard here, and I'm in the car with my family on the way to Ottawa. And every overpass is packed with Canadians. Look at this right here. Okay? Look at this. This is not a fringe. We will not be divided. This is Canada. We stand together. We stand on guard for thee. God bless Canada. Yes! God bless every single one of you truckers and every single one of you Canadians that are supporting this movement. We will win this country back. God bless you, and I'll see you all in Ottawa.
Wow, it's amazing the outpouring of love that is all around the world right now. There's a connection that's being made, and it's actually pretty beautiful. Here is them arriving and raising the flag in Ottawa. I mean, history is being made right before our very eyes, and it's not being televised, literally. I mean, I've had people recently just like, what are you watching? What's going on? And they have no idea, and it's like so much going on. And I know there's other plans at play, but I also know that those plans are merely a catalyst to something amazing. So our heart and our love and our energy, positive energy for freedom goes out to the world right now. Just take a deep breath and connect into this wonderful energy for transformation right now. So it took a little bite on the toe, but we are, the giant is waking up and being mobilized with an incredible resolve, right? So I did want to mention a couple of things. There's been messages I've gotten, quite a few of them, talking about how the 3G network's coming to an end and my equipment's no longer going to work. And, you know, the first few times I heard that, I thought, well, you know, my equipment has more than 3G, so I'll be fine. But as I started getting more and more of them, I started realizing that there's other people that hear that message and they don't realize that their equipment is fine. So just so you know, unless you've bought something unless you have something that's older than, say, 10 or 12 years, this does not apply to you. And you can tell by looking at your phone. If it only says 3G by the bars at the top when it's connected, then it's only a 3G phone. But we're talking old phones like flip phones and stuff. The last person I know that this would have applied to was someone I knew in 2014 that was still sporting a flip phone. And then it was super old, So it probably doesn't even apply to you. If you see LTE or 4G or 5G or any of that at the top, then that message doesn't apply to you. I don't know why the deceptive advertisements or messages to get people to go buy a new device when it doesn't really apply to most people. So just so you know, I wish I would have figured it out earlier, but it's only when they reached the deadline that I thought I'd stop getting messages, but they're still sending me messages. So the other thing about Telegram, once I install Telegram, I don't recommend it for everybody. I would say if you don't really know much about how to manage your data or your memory on your phone, you might want to stay away from Telegram, because you need to go in there and delete stuff, and because it will fill up your memory. It uses a lot of data, depending on how many channels and how much surfing you do on there. I ended up joining quite a few. But the things I wish I would have known. For a while, I used it without sharing my contact list, and I was able to visit channels, but I was limited on trying to actually connect to other people. I had to share my contact list to be able to do that. I didn't really dig that so much, and so there's that. I wish I would have known that going into it. The other thing is, I wish I would have known that you can actually go into the settings on the app. Now, this applies to the phone only, but if you open up Telegram on your phone and you go up to the top, you'll see where it says Telegram. To the left, there's the three little bars. If you click those three little bars, go down to settings, and then go down to data and storage, you will want to switch off. It says automatic media download. You'll want to switch off all of those, have all of those off. Even the next section, I turn all of those off. I do have streaming left on, but you could probably turn that off. Because what happens is, if you visit lots of channels, you'll go to the channel and it will just download all the pictures and videos in the thread. So you want to have it to where you can still see the thread, but it won't download the image or the video until you actually tap on it. Another thing about Telegram is most of the stuff on Telegram is just on Telegram. I mean, there are links, and you can typically get that link, and maybe it's a BitChute link or something, and you can share that link with someone. But a lot of the content is actually on there, which means that in order to save it, you can't just send someone a link. It actually downloads to your device. And if it's larger than your email or your text messaging allows, then you won't be able to send it. You'll have to resize it. Fortunately, there is a lot of content that you can share via text and email on there, and it saves it to your device. But once again, the downside to that is that it's using your memory up. But you can send it and then delete it as well if you want to do it that way. But the other thing is, if you want to get on Telegram but you don't have the knowledge, you can just follow a channel or two that does a lot of researching and combining or compiling information. And then it's not really using up as much data if you're not following a bunch of channels. But for the most part, I think the saving the data automatically is what really filled up my memory really fast, and I had to go through. Also, once you have to use your telephone number to sign up. Once I did that, I started getting phone calls about my maintenance running out on my car, which I've never had anything like that. It started up right after I got Telegram. So they definitely sell your information. That was another downside that I wasn't expecting, probably in the terms of service. I didn't really read it. So that's pretty much all I have with Telegram. If you are on there, I'll leave a link below, and you can join my channel. And I do post information I feel needs to get out there, or information, just positive information that isn't being televised. Just to show what's really going on and the real things to be aware of and to know about. And other than that, lots of love, light, and unity, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.